cat people, how are you today? I am Catlady Antigoni, and today with this video we are reviewing the Muse palette from Cosmic Brushes. When this palette came out, I was feeling so intrigued because I have the other palette from Cosmic Brushes, the Serenity, and I was like, if the color story is as beautiful as in the other one, and yes it is, this would be absolutely one of my favorite palettes. Of course I'm gonna include some swatches here for you so you can see. I haven't touched the palette, so today it's not gonna be that much of a review, but it's gonna be more of a first impressions video. We will explore the palette together, we will see what can we create from this amazing color scheme, and in the end how similar it is with the other palette, the Serenity, because I have seen on the internet a lot of comparisons like, oh, it's the same thing in a different packaging. No, it's not. In my opinion, the Serenity palette, let me open it a bit for you. It's more cool tone leaning, as you can see from the color story, while the Muse palette is a bit warmer. I would say they are complementary to each other, but definitely they are not the same thing, as you can see. Now I will have some swatches from the other palette here so you can compare a bit with this color scheme so you can understand the difference yourself. Now when it comes to the actual quality, I wish that they have improved the formula of the shimmers, because of the other palette they were creasing on me quite a lot, I would say, and this was not always very pleasant. We will see, it's not that big of a problem. We don't have that many shimmers. I mean, we have these, but I think the problem was more to the duochromes, not just to the shimmery eyeshadows. We are here to find out together, and if you're ready, let's start with the makeup! I have already started by priming my eyes with Urban Decay's Primer Potion. I think this is gonna be the last time that you see this specific one in my channel, because it's about to say bye-bye. Very good primer. I will definitely consider buying it again, but for now I would like to try some other primers to compare. Right now I have the one from Fenty Beauty. Seems very good, very decent. I haven't decided yet which one is the best one, but I'm still testing. Now, when it comes to the inspiration of today's makeup look, I have seen a very beautiful look at Batik Bean's channel, and actually I got the inspiration for the shape from this look, and I'm just planning to change the colors and maybe change some techniques as well, but the main idea comes from her. Wait, before we actually dive into the palette, I would like to do the most satisfying thing with you. To take the plastic off the mirror, let's do some ASMR. Yes, so good! I'm gonna start by taking this dark green eyeshadow, which is called Pine, and I'm gonna actually use it with an angled brush. This is from LH Cosmetics, the 333, and I'm gonna create an eyeliner, kinda like smoked eyeliner, because I don't really do a lot of stuff like this in my channel, and I feel that I would like to give you a tutorial for this style of makeup as well. Am I already impressed? Wow! It's so beautiful, such a beautiful color, and it's so pigmented as well. Great! I feel that this palette is gonna have very similar quality to the mattes with the other palette, and this is a great thing because I really loved the other palette mattes, so I'm really curious to try more of them and have a more general opinion. Wow! I'm so impressed right now! Now, I'm gonna use exactly the same eyeshadow, Pine, to do a vertical line right here. Let's see. Ooh! This looks good. And now I'm gonna take another small brush of mine, this one right here, and I'm going to smoke out the pine color with this one, which is called Softly. Very nice pastel green. Oh, I cannot wait to see it in action. And basically I'm gonna go both here at the horizontal line and here at the eyeliner, make them a bit more blended into my skin. Wow, look at it, look how beautiful it looks like. I'm in love. The mattes are so stunning in this palette. Wow, wow, I love it. Now I remember how much I love the other palette as well. Tell me down in the comments, would you like to see a video of me using both of the palettes in a makeup look? Would you be interested in such a video or not? Okay, this step requires a lot of blending, so while I'm blending the two greens together, let's chat a bit, right? I'm so happy when I see indie brands really getting it right and popping up with great products in great quality and actually start becoming viral, start becoming the new thing on social media. I'm getting very happy because usually indie brands are owned by people with dreams and hopes, and that's so nice to see your small business popping. This is making me so happy, and I'm always so glad to support these brands. Actually, about this palette, I bought it through a German retailer, Monolith. I think that at this point you know who Monolith is, what they are doing. I have mentioned them a million times here in my channel. Of course, nothing is sponsored, nothing is PR or anything like that, but a great service is a great service. So of course I have to talk about it. With Monolith, basically, I'm able to shop things from Europe, so I don't have to pay any customs, which is great. Usually, I don't really have issues to buy from UK because my best friend is working there, so she's helping me a lot with my makeup purchases. But it's always better to be able to buy directly and not having anyone else to be in a hassle to send me the products, to order the products, stuff like that. It could be a bit annoying to have to do this whole procedure every time. And of course, my friend is really kind and she never complained about anything and she's so happy to help me. You know, I don't feel very comfortable to say, okay, now you have a day off, go to the post, send me my stuff. It's like, I'm so grateful, but I really don't want to do it forever. Now, something irrelevant, I would like to ask your opinion at this point about what you think about looks like this, which is not the most conventional thing that you could do on a daily basis. I personally do it and I would go out for a brunch with this one or something similar to this, but I know that most of you probably prefer something softer. So would you like to see more conventional soft looks here on my channel, or would you like me to keep going with stuff like this, which are really making me happy? Tell me down in the comments. It would be so interesting to know now that I know that our family there is growing, and I'm so grateful for this. Thank you so much, people, for being so nice and supportive at the comments also. It's so nice to see you there, and it's so nice to get to know your opinion about stuff I'm doing. And after a lot of blending, I'm ready to go back in the palette. And now I'm gonna take this sweet pea color. I think it's not as warm toned as the other colors in the palette, but I think that it will fit perfectly with this look. So what I'm gonna do with this is basically to take it with a 305 brush from LH Cosmetics and apply it here, but not very high up, because I want this to be distinct and not blending with the purplish pink here. Alright, ooh, oh, I love it. Look how beautiful it is. Oh, it's so nice. Wow, and it fits so well with the look. What do you think? Would you buy this palette? Are you in general interested in this palette and the color scheme? Tell me about your thoughts. I would be so curious to know your own comparison with the Serenity palette. If you had the other one, if you felt that, oh, okay, I have the other, I don't need this one. If you even have the first one, I'm so curious to try the first one as well, because I don't know if it is the same quality. Oops! In general, what I like with this brand is that they offer a very unique color story every time. They're not like, we are making a rainbow palette, an easy one. Not that I hate rainbow palettes, I love rainbow palettes. I recently have done a ranking about all my rainbow palettes, and I have quite a lot of them. But you know, every now and then I would like to see something different in the market, something more inspiring, something more curated, something like this and the Serenity, which are among my favorite palettes. Time to try the shimmers! Oh my god, I'm so excited! The first one that I'm gonna try is this one. It is called Luster, and actually it's a purple leaning sheer shimmer, and I can see the difference between this and the other one in the Serenity palette, which is called Opal, because here we have another sheer shimmer, but this is more green leaning, so I feel that the purple leaning fits this palette perfectly, because here we have a warm palette and here we have a more cool toned palette, so they are so nice. And I love the reference that here we have a very similar eyeshadow with this one, so this connects the palettes in my head. I don't know, am I alone here? Do you also get the same reference? I don't know. Anyway, let's go and dive into the shimmer. I'm gonna take this brush right here. This is from Beauty Bay, BB209. I'm gonna take an amount and I'm gonna spray it to make sure that I will have it in its best form. Alright? And now I'm gonna place it at my inner corner right here. Wow! Look how beautiful it is! Wow! I love it. And also I'm gonna place it a bit here under my eyebrow area. Ooh, that's so good! That's so good! You know something, while I'm applying this shimmer, I realized that in this video we will probably not be able to evaluate the shimmers, because I'm gonna apply the other shimmer on top of this matte base that I have created on my eye. So I'm not sure that this is gonna be a good test to see if they're gonna crease or not. But I'm gonna update you at the comments, and I will include a short video when I'm reviewing the palette for a second time, basically, or actually reviewing the palette, because this is more of first impressions video and not really a review. So I will definitely come back to tell you my final thoughts some days later, where I will have used the palette again and again. Wow, this is so magical! Can you see how it appears and disappears? I just love it. Now I will take the primer potion from Carla Cosmetics and I will apply a bit here on the matte eyeshadow, which is called Sweet Pea, this one, in order to create the perfect base, because I really want to try this duochrome, which is called Muse. I'm so curious to see it on action, so I want to make sure that I'm doing justice to the color. Yeah, I'm starting by the primer, yeah, just a tiny little bit. I don't want anything extreme because I'm not planning to put it from one side to the other, just a bit in the middle. I think this is gonna be enough with this look. This look is kind of like complex enough by itself. It doesn't need a lot of shimmers and bling bling, you know what I mean, right? I'm gonna set it with my finger a little bit to make sure that it's gonna get dry. Yes, I don't want to wait a lot. Alright, I think that I don't want to use any brushes. I'm gonna go directly with my finger, but I need to have this completely dry. That's why I'm kind of hesitating, because I know that if this is not 100% dry, then the result is not as good, and yeah, we have creasing most of the times. So I'm just waiting a bit here. Okay, I think we are fine. What do you think? I think we are fine. So I'm going with my finger. Oh, it feels so soft, you know? Even by touching them, you can say how soft and nice they are. Wow. Wow. Do you see this shift? Do you see this amazing shine? Wow. Now, for the bottom part of my eye look, I'm gonna start by using this pencil from Essence. This is the... Oh my god, why I cannot find the name again? It's so difficult. It's a Kajal pencil, and this is what I can find. Ah, number 25. Okay, I found it. I'm gonna apply it in my waterline right here. And then again, I'm gonna start with the shade Pine, and I'm gonna blend it out in softly to create exactly the same effect that I have here. And after I do all these steps, I'm gonna turn off the camera, I'm gonna finish my makeup look, I'm gonna come back to do my lips with you, and of course to tell you my final impressions from the palette. And now it's time for the Greek word of the day. Well, the palette's name is Muse, so this is what I'm gonna tell you in Greek today. In Greek we say mousa. Say with me, mousa, Musa. Quite easy, right? Well, as always, I'm gonna ask you to try to write a comment down below using the word Musa, or actually tell me the word in your own native language. And now it's time to do my lip makeup. As you can see today, my lips are in a pretty bad condition. I think I had an allergic reaction to a lip mask from Colourpop, or not Colourpop, Fourth Rain, if I'm not mistaken. I don't blame the mask because it was quite old and maybe expired, but it's bad. I have some kind of pain right now, so if I don't have perfect lips today, please excuse me, this is the reason. And of course, again, I do not blame Colourpop at all. So I'm gonna start with this lip pencil from NYX Professional Makeup. It is called Flower, and then on top I'm gonna use from NYX Professional Makeup and Candy Slick series the shade Flower, no, the shade Birthday Sprinkles actually. This is something like a lip tint. It's not very pigmented, but it's very water-like and I adore it. It's working perfectly on my lips. So I'm gonna start by the pencil, and of course I'm gonna stop talking because if I'm not, this is gonna take forever. So, as I promised, let me wrap it up and tell you my final thoughts about this palette. Again, we have a very inspiring color scheme according to my opinion. The mattes, as always, are working beautifully. They are so blendable, they are buildable and very opaque. I love them. Now, I have tried just two shimmers. This one, which is the duochrome, only at the inner part of my eye and a little bit under my eyebrow. Usually I do not get creasing in these areas, so of course I cannot judge if it's still creasing like the other shimmers from the other palette, but it's looking very beautiful. The other one that I used, the Muse, that I used it on my lid, actually I used a matte eyeshadow under this, so I cannot really tell you again if I have creasing. So far it's looking very beautiful and it didn't crease at all, so maybe this is the secret, like use a corresponding matte under this, then build up with a bit of primer, glitter primer or whatever you're having. I'm having the Fix Potion, and then apply this with a very soft brush or something, and in this way you might be able to avoid creasing. So if something is not creasing on my extremely oily and hooded eyelids, I think you're pretty safe here. And that was it. This was our video for today. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I appreciate you a lot. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Everywhere. My name is Catlady Antigoni, and I will be very happy to see you there. Well, see you next time with a more chatty video, and until then, bye!